So I just want to say this out loud because it's burning. It's burning my insides quite a lot. So I recently lost my best friend. Not in that way. She's not that. She's pretty much alive. However, I lost her for a man. Not in my side. It was on her side. So that makes me. I mean, my entire life I have been like alone. It sounds kind of like I'm a loner. For a matter of fact, I have been alone my entire life by choice most of the time. I'm pretty much like a person who doesn't talk to anybody unless they talk to me first. So that's kind of a struggle that I'm trying to overcome. However, it's not going that well. Anyhow, I'm going besides the point. So I recently lost a friendship. Yeah, that's more like it. I lost a friendship. This friendship had lasted 3 years. I have been in Spain, living in Spain for 4 years, so you can take the guess. I met her when I got into a new school. My 8th school in my entire life. Yeah, I have been changing quite a lot. That's why I don't often do friends, because I always think like, what's the point if you're gonna just move out of that school or that city? You're just gonna move out. What's the point of making friends? And well, I got there. She moved off that school, but like we stayed in touch. However, I don't know, but like I have like a shield in which every now and then I just go 2 steps back from my friendships, and that tends to break the bond that I have already made. And just some people, a little percentage of people stays. Well, I mean, I do understand them. Like, I do get why they just break the bond altogether. Because, like, I mean, yeah, I know I don't answer the texts, or I don't call them, or I was in classroom most of the time alone reading, and when they called me out, I was like, no, I'm okay here. Why would I go there if they have their group? And as they have their group, I feel like I didn't belong there, because they already knew each other from years and years ago. My friends from years and years ago, from Mexico, they are there. And they already have other friends. They don't just have me. I have 2 friends. And that's everything that matters to me. Those 2 friends are everything. Because they stayed, even though I'm not there, like physically. But emotionally, we're still dead. They understood when I just had to go back 2 steps. They understood that I just wanted to be alone at the time, but not that I want to break the bond. So they have like this special, place in my heart, hypothetically. And well, this had made me think like that I haven't really changed. Just one thing, that I no longer like care if I don't have anyone. I often thought that I would be alone my entire life, and probably it's gonna be like that. Right now, I don't care if I'm alone my entire life. But there's like this little piece of me that would like to not be correct in that hypothesis, because obviously the society like has like these strict norms in which you have to have a person. But there's not only just one person, like the person is yourself. You should be grateful for yourself and be liking only yourself. If someone likes you as a friend, as a lover, as an I don't know, as a butterfly, if someone likes you, that's great. That's good. But it's not gonna change the fact that sometimes those same people could go elsewhere anytime. Like right now, I thought that friendship would last longer, but because of this one thing, and it changed brutally, that it was like a little thing. Like I was mad because she did things with other people that I also wanted to do with her, and she like didn't like it. But then I saw in the stories, social media destroyed life entirely, and it has its perks, but like and I saw that and I was like mad, and I told her, and she was like, yeah, maybe I changed you for a man, but I still love you. And I was like, I'm sorry. What you mean? What you mean? You're with him because of me. I told you to tell him that you like him. And that's... Anyways, so that's that. And I feel like I thought that it really would like become something more stronger. It's not a word, but like a stronger friendship. Yeah, stronger friendship. And to know now that it wasn't like that, that it was just my imagination, and it broke with a little thing. I can't imagine if it had broken up because of a fucking brutal problem. And that, and it's just like kind of weird. Like, why do we in society like have this idea of the ideal way of living? You don't have to have a lover in order to be happy. You don't need friends in order to be happy. Exclamate, wait, I don't know how to say that in English, but like the disclaimer. It's not important to have friends in order to be happy. Like it doesn't equal friends equals happy. No, it upgrades your happiness, but your happiness comes from you at the end of the day. If you're happy with your life, you're gonna be happy, not matter if you have friends, no mattering if you have a lover. That's just a plus. It's like, I don't know how to like, yeah, it's a plus. It's like when you have money, like you have a job. This job gives you some sum of money, and every now and then if you do well, you get an upgrade. You get a sub, a plus. That's like friends. Your life is here, and if you're happy with your life, you're gonna get a plus. You're gonna get friends. You're gonna get a lover, maybe, and it's gonna be plus. So for me, being 18, I'm just entering adulthood. It's weird not to have any friends, not being able to go out any day of summer with someone, or like having someone to text all day. I don't have that. It's sad sometimes. But as I said, having alone my entire life by choice. And now that I want to break that choice that I made, I want to break the pattern, I don't have a way to do that. But I'm gonna change schools. I'm gonna change school, so maybe I'm gonna have like an opportunity to change that. However, it's gonna be my last year of school, of high school. Like, bro, that's another thing. I'm repeating. I repeated a year, so I'm not with the same years as I am. I'm 1 year older, so that's that. So they're all also gonna be like with their friends from the entire life. I'm gonna be like, I'm like like the saying of the wolves, like, I'm your food. I'm just gonna be thrown away into that. So yeah, that's that. Like, I just wanted to say that because I've been like stressing out lately into thinking that I'm not like good enough or something like that because I don't have any friends, and I see stories of people going out with their friends, going on parties, like, and I also think like my years of partying are over. Bitch, I'm 18. What do you mean it's over? And I just have like a self-reflection every now and then. Like, I have a thought, and then I rethink it, and I'm like answering myself in between. It sounds kind of schizophrenic, but I swear I'm not. I swear. I try not. And I just pass my time like writing and reading and watching videos and going to the gym. Like, those things in like social media are looked as working on yourself. I have been working on myself my entire life. Bitch, I need friends. I need someone to talk to when I need it. I need someone to hug me when I need it. And some people would say, you have family. Family does not equal love every time. And you also have to know that family stays as family. It's not always family equals friends. Friends are different. They are much different. With friends, you can have like this type of relationship in which you can talk up to them about everything. But there's also this thing that family, you don't often tell them like, I'm going to a party, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna have this thing with this guy or this girl. No, you don't do that. However, with friends, you mostly do. Or you go out with the friends. You don't often go out with your mother, who's like 30 years older than you. That also, in social terms, it's kind of odd and antique. So yeah, I really think about that. I have never had a boyfriend. You see, I never had a boyfriend, and I don't know. I feel like switching between like thoughts, because I like the thought of having a boyfriend. However, I'm like so scared of having a boyfriend. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, we're gonna kiss, hug. What the fuck do boyfriends and girlfriends do, or girlfriends and girlfriends do? What do they do? Like, I have had dates, but it never turned out well. So that's that. Yeah, or like, I've had people like me, but I don't like them back, which is it's another thing. Like, you can. I had this thing when people told me they liked me. I always said that I liked them back, even though it wasn't true, and that often like led to like, how do you say that? To a downgrade into the relationship, and it just fucked up. And you can change it. Like, if you don't like someone, just say it. I don't like you. And I have changed. And I'm very proud of how I have become. Because from going to like not saying that I don't like you, I have like I now just say I don't like you, or I like you, or I want this, or I want that. I have changed into becoming a more honest person with everyone and also myself. I'm pretty proud of that, to be honest. And I think people should learn to be honest, not only with themselves, but with other people. Because what you mean, you're gonna be leading on people into thinking you like them back, and then say you don't like them, or even worse, like ghosting them. What you mean? That's kind of a bad shit. Like, what's up in friendships when they ghost you? I mean, I do that, but they know why I do that. Like, I not always like reply to the messages, but like put a heart, Wing! And they know that it's not that I don't want to talk to them, but I don't have anything. I just talk when I have something to say, or if I like someone, I normally like say anything random, or send them reels, or send them memes. I find a way to communicate if I like someone. And if it's a friendship, I don't always talk to them, but I like communication from now and then, and I send something and they reply, and then I reply. So that's that. I don't want to think that I'm like the worst person ever, and that I'm a weirdo, because I'm not a weirdo. I think I have always been like the weirdo in the classrooms. Like, I watch anime. I have a different taste into how I dress. I'm not like super glamorous, elegant kind of girl. I'm like more of a street girl with no sense of fashion. So that's that. So that's also music taste. I can't talk to people who likes country. I can't. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I can't. I know it's judging a book by its cover, but I can't. I'm sorry. I have like a list of things that I can, like, I can talk to certain people. If there's someone I can trust, I can't trust someone who doesn't like coffee or tea or something related to caffeine. I can't. Or people who don't like cats. Oh my god, I could not. If you don't like cats, like, why are you talking to me? Why are you talking to me if you don't like cats? I have this obsession with cats. Like, I have everything, almost everything about cats. Even though my favorite animal are bats. Yeah, they're my favorite animals. I had this phase in my childhood where I was like in this little place, like in the countryside when I was little in Mexico, and there was this library that I would go to in the evenings, and I would read about bats every single day. And that's how I discovered my little autistic side. With no offense. But I just got nerded out about that. I'm a nerd in many things. I'm a nerd. I read also a lot since a little kid, so that's that. And I think it's pretty much long, and I'm just yapping about my life. That's not that much, but I have many things to say about everything. Like, I always say to people, you can talk to me about everything, and I mean it. Mostly when I say that to guys, they start talking about sexual stuff, and it's like, you can do better. You can do better, babe. What are you doing? You could ask me about political crises, and I will talk about that. You can ask me about Monster Cookie, and I will talk about that. Why do you let your insane thoughts disgrace the opportunity given to you talking with me? Like, why? Why? Just tell me why. Like, if you had the opportunity to talk about plenty of stuff non-related about sex, why don't you use that opportunity? I don't mean that I don't like it, but that's besides the point. Like, I always tell people, like, you can talk to me about everything. You can send me memes and I will laugh about it and tell you something weird about it. I'm gonna grab things from my head that I have learned throughout my life. I'm not like throw it away into the conversation, into trying to like make a conversation viable for us two, liking it and continuing. But that's that. That's all for my yapping, because it's already 20 minutes of me talking. Maybe I'm gonna do another one when I have something to say, because I only talk when I have something to say. And that's that. Thank you.